Got a question for you. I want you to think about this for just a second. What is the price of glory? Doesn't that just give you the chills?
The young man you see there is Salisbury's Taylor McMahon, often referred to as the pretty boy. And there's a documentary in the works that shares Taylor's story while highlighting the sport of cage fighting. Taylor joins us today along with the director, Maurice Waters Jr. Thank you both for being here this afternoon. All right, so I imagine there are some people, Taylor, who don't know what cage fighting is. Can you explain it?
Basically, it's a big round cage, and you get locked inside of it, and you basically try to beat up another man while he tries to beat you up for entertainment, to make people cheer and say, "Hey, like this stuff's awesome," and you know that's basically all it is.
There's adrenaline flowing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
big
my
time.
goodness.
Big
okay,
time.
so you are established in the sport.
Yes, sir.
You've been doing this for a little bit. Tell us about some of your wins.
So I've been doing this for about 2 years now, over at SBY MMA Fitness with Brandon Hudson. I started February 2 years ago. I had my first fight in August that same year, 6 months of training. I fought a guy who a little bit more experienced than me, but you know I came out victorious, won that first fight. My second fight was closer here locally. So I had a really big crowd. It was awesome. Got the knockout win, second round head kick knockout. It was a great experience. That led up to the title fight. Fought a guy who was way more experienced than me, really great guy. David Bittner, fought him at the 170-pound welterweight belt. Beat him, and you know it's just been on a tear lately, man.
Wow. What inspired you to start to begin with?
So my whole life I'm an aggressive person, not in a confrontational way, just like sports wise. Just I like football a lot. I like anything where I could put my body on somebody, hit somebody hard. You know, it was always I wrestled, did karate, whatever. But karate and wrestling I didn't really like them a lot, just because it was like karate was more like a babysitting thing. You know, I felt like I was getting daycared. And then so wrestling, I liked wrestling, but wrestling I couldn't do the singlet, man. I just couldn't. Something about it, man.
The singlet of course being the outfit you wear.
I can't do it, man. I can't. I know that all my wrestling friends are probably gonna hate on me when they see this, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Truth.
Couldn't do it, man.
Okay, so Maurice, we're not ignoring you here.
No.
What made you want to do a documentary on him?
So for a while, I've done a lot of commercial work. I do a lot of weddings. I do a lot of photography, and this was just the next step in the evolution of who I am as a creator.
Right.
I took a week off of work to kind of go back to work to work with Taylor. I met him on Sunday. Monday we started shooting, and Saturday was a fight. So,
wow.
Oh wow.
it was just it's a passion project, right?
Yeah.
So. It's something, storytelling is like my biggest passion, right? So this was like the next step in that, besides commercials or beside weddings. This is just something we took on that we thought would just be a 10-minute kind of, hey, here's Taylor.
It took off.
And it just took off its own kind of life. And there's actually but there's drama that unfolded that I had no idea about the fight life. And so uncovering those things is kind of like, this is a story that we kind of should tell, and this is a story that should be an hour long, should be a little longer than 10-15 minutes.
Wow.
So one of your goals was to show the life outside of the cage.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of gym time, and it wasn't until we got outside of that you kind of figure out that on top of fighting, on top of training, Taylor still has to manage his life. And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of the fights are 15 minutes, and that is a culmination of months of training into that 15 minutes. There's a lot of sacrifices that Taylor had to go through and other fighters have to go through that I don't think people realize.
Right.
That these are like trained athletes, and there's a lot that they give up to do what they do to put on a show.
You just saw a week of it, man.
Right.
So he's obviously doing a whole lot of work, but this is a whole lot of work on you too to make this come together.
It was, but like I said, it's a passion project. So
Yeah.
I don't realize how much I put into it. But to see the response to it is kind of cool to see. People appreciate the storytelling aspect of it, appreciate what Taylor does, and appreciate the art that I bring to telling Taylor's story. So, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
So how can people follow this project?
So we're on Facebook, the Taylor McMahon story on Facebook. We have a Kickstarter to kind of get to film festivals and those kind of things. Where else are we?
Everything. I'm on
Everywhere.
everything.
Everywhere.
We'll just
You
Google.
have it, I got it. Google it with me. I'm
Do I
there.
get to hold that up? I want to
Yeah,
show that
yeah,
off.
sure,
This is pretty awesome. Let's see if Nori can get a good shot of this. So you've really enjoyed this.
I did. This entire process was kind of fumbling through the dark, if you will.
Right.
This is my first documentary, my first piece that's longer than 10 or 15 minutes. And it's tough to kind of say I'm going to hold someone's attention for an hour.
So when is it going to be finished?
It is finished now.
It is?
It's finished now. So what we were doing, I took on this entire process by myself. So what we've done since then is kind of send this out to people to have it colored, to have it professionally mixed and mastered,
Right.
graphics and those kind of things, to kind of give it just a little bit more than just a passion project, to give it the treatment that's worth. I think this is a cool story, even for the week that we were only following them, and it deserved to go out and to be seen by other people.
Got to go see it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Nice
thank
meeting
you.
talking
Good
to you
luck.